This guy's been playing a long time. Okay, what else? What time? 6:30. Hour and a half? That's good. Any questions? You don't know what to do for the ask me a question. How did I start? If you ask my mother that question, she'll tell you I played in the womb. She had to buy me a drum set when I was 4, because I played on jars and bottles and bang on tables all day long. So I guess I've been playing ever since then. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Originally? Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you thought where I was coming from today. You know, I do a lot of traveling. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts. Roxbury, to be precise. Yes, Beantown, Roxbury, you know about? Deli Station? Watch out. Any other questions? We're going to take our little time. This is a question, you know. Guys wonder, like, who am I? How can I be here? What makes me able to stand here and play? I mean, what's up? Questions?
What's your favorite type of drum?
My favorite type of drum? All drums. I don't have one that I like more than others.
Do you have any
although, you know, I do have this drum with my name on it, you know, it sells all over the world and stuff, but that's the djembe drum, but, you know, it's not my favorite. I play all the drums. Your question was?
Do you have CDs?
Oh, yeah, I do have CDs. Yeah, I do have CDs. I don't know, I bought CDs.
You have a break?
I got a special student discount price. Yeah. You can get one for what? One for 15? That's a special student discount. Well, I'll give you 2 for 25. I'll give you 2 for 20. Okay.
So how did you work with Quincy Jones and all those people saying the email? What was that like?
Quincy Jones, since you mentioned Quincy Jones, I'll tell you the story about Quincy Jones. He shocked me. I came one day for a rehearsal and, you know, he didn't know who I was. Next day he came back and he said, "Hey, Leon, how you doing?" I was like, wow. That man got a plate in his head. It's very good. I enjoyed it very much. Yeah.
What else have you worked with that you remember, like, memorable work experience?
The list is long, dude. From Michael Jackson to Mick Jagger and all the music idioms in between. Wow.
Your favorite?
My favorite? Once again.
Princeton students.
Princeton students, yeah. Okay.
Why did you say Princeton?
Why did I decide to come to Princeton of all places? What makes you think that Princeton is, if any less special, than you come to any other place?
Well, there's so many places to pick.
Yeah, I do a lot of places. Yeah, I go a lot of places. Like tomorrow morning, I'm off to Ohio. So I do try and spread the joy and the love as many places as I can. I have a very, very, very good friend here who's doing this program, Christoph Geisler. I've been going to his high school since he was in high school. Maybe before he was in high school. I was going to his high school, but he's a very good friend of mine, and he brought me here to do these workshops that I've been doing in the past few years here.
So how did you start with the workshop?
Now you guys are hogging up all the questions. Somebody else got a hand raised over here.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Who did you look to for inspiration when you were young and you were drumming?
I studied with Babatunde Olatunji. He's a master drummer from Nigeria for a number of years. That was my heart, my soul, my inspiration of playing drums. Max Roach on traps, and I studied with him, and you know, just a lot of inspiration. I try to listen to Mongo Santa Maria, Poncho Sanchez. I even was sneaking in the club when I was 14 years old to go see Ray Barreto. And who do I see sitting inside the club? My mama. I had sideburns, you know, long trench coat. This is Paul Malls. This is back in the day, man. I came tipping in the joint, sat down at the table, started ordering a drink, and then my mom was sitting over there. I tried to tip out the club, because she saw me. But I was like 14 years old, tripping to see Ray Barreto. Yeah. So I was into all of them. Next question, before we do some more playing. Yes, sir.
Why is it that you love playing so much?
That I love playing so much? Because my philosophy is that you are a drum. You have a heart that beats. It's a constant beat inside of your rhythm, inside of your life. This beat is what makes you stride. Once that hop start beating, you move into another phase of life. And you don't see many people, well, we're not there to see what takes place there, but while I'm here, I want to have fun. You know, and everyone has a heart, not unless you're a clone. And there are plenty of those walking around too. So, you know, I try to relate to people and express and feel from the heart, dealing with love through this instrument, through all instruments, because all instruments are percussion instruments. All instruments are percussion instruments. All instruments are percussion instruments. Does anybody disagree with me? Well, they got the string section, they got the windwood section. How's that a percussion instrument?
You hit all that?
It's two things coming together to make a sound. Two things coming together to make a sound. Percussion. They all have it. Guitar, keyboard, trumpet. Which one? Next question.
When you're writing a song, when you're working on a song, can I say at what point do the drums come into the music writing process? Do you ever start with drums and then add melody, or something?
Okay, you heard Blessed to Be a Witness? Started with the drum. Burn One Down? Started with the drum.
Does that burn one down?
Yeah, we was kind of messing around with it, a little bit, yeah. But usually, when I record my stuff with inside the music, I'm like almost last to go on. Because, you know, although I'm there for the whole process, you know, depending on trap drums, which is usually like the foundation of battery, sometimes, you know, it's always there at the forefront. With everyone else, the bass and guitar goes down. I come and sprinkle colors and do different things on top of it, you know, but there are some bass rhythms that you hear from this drum. I just did a new album with the Last Poets. You know the Last Poets?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, there's Godfathers of rap music. Them and the Watts Prophets, East Coast and West Coast, but they wasn't at the kind of rock and stuff going on today. But they started out doing rap with just drums, congas, hand drums. Then they went off and started doing all this electronic stuff. Well, the new album is just drums and vocals again. Okay, so it's coming back, 360, everything, round formation. That's why I play a drum. Yeah. You're gonna come back to me. Next question. Yes, sir.
How'd you start with the group drumming sessions? How did that come to be? How did this come to be?
Well, there's this thing called marketing. Okay, and I mean, I never heard of a drum circle in my life until 5 years ago, 6 years ago. You know, 10 years ago at the most. And it was a capitalization situation here in America. You know, you look at the philosophy of America, capitalize, you know what I'm saying? Capitalization. So this was another situation because everyone can relate to the drum because it has no inhibitions to it. You just go to it and play with your feel. On keyboards, you got to put notes, you got to finger in, guitar, you got to mouth position, all this stuff, other stuff. Most people just come to this and go, so now, ooh, everybody wants to play? Okay, let's get them all together and call a drum circle. You know what I'm saying? We can make some money. Okay? So now, trust me, I'm not here for the money. Okay? It's a good question you asked is because if you noticed before I came into the room, what was happening inside the room with the music? It was like, then all of a sudden my boys over here, you know, with the capoeira Brazilian type of flavor started to lay down a little groove, and everybody kind of got on that, right? But see, this is what happens. You don't go to a drum circle. How many drum circles you do, bro? How many drum circles do you do?
Like a bateria?
Yeah, how many times you go to a drum circle like this?
Like this is the second time.
You understand what I'm saying? Those people you don't find inside drum circles. People who can not just make a living by playing, but have skill of playing this instrument, because it takes skill. You see me when I play that tambourine, the whole thing got tight. You know, most singers can do a tambourine, the microphone is just like, no. Seriously, man, there's technique to this stuff. so my deal is to come to these drum circles and give you a sense of communication. The drum was made for communicational purposes. In Africa, we take the spoken language of our people and imitate to the sounds of the drum. Communicate from long distances. This is the first telephone. This is the first telephone. So this ain't just like, oh, let me get in here. Ooh, give me my ooh and my ooh and ah. No, man. There's a lot more involved in this. This is a language. This is a culture. It's a stolen legacy. Okay? I go into the African dance class, cats don't even want to see me come in with this type of drum. They want to see that. You don't want the rope on it? Put the goat skin on it and stuff? It's a traditional drum. That's what they want to see. Because that's how we make the drums dance. But the reason I do this is so that people can now be able to commune in unity, community, and harmony. Because we all have a beat. Yeah? We all are drums. Look, you got a woman sitting next to you. Where you from, dear? Calgary. Calgary, Canada. Where you from?
Caracas, Venezuela.
Venezuela. And where you from?
Arkansas.
Now look at that. You got Arkansas, Venezuela, and Canada all sitting down together and playing the guitar. Come on. Come on. You can't sit down and play guitar, bass like all that, you know. No, this one is common because it's here. And that's why I do that. So that we all can come here. This is what it's going to take to make a change in the world. Heart to heart, breath to breath, hand to hand. Yeah, well, you do that too, huh? You do that in your culture too, huh? Yeah, down in South Africa, that's how they shout. They shout, same thing. You see, I am you, you are me, and we are we. And together we can come together and fight against all wicked races in the world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you are me, whether you want to believe it or not. Curly hair, kinky hair, dark skin, walk with a land, and dog. Yeah, please. For the man began where? Where?
Africa.
The oldest bones of man have been found where?
Africa.
So therefore man is from Africa. Man is from Africa. That's another reason why the drum is now coming in. In your culture, you got drums. In your culture, you got drums. In your culture, you got drums. I travel the world, I see drums. I go to Korea, I see the same drum that they have in Africa. You know, same type of drums. We are who we are. Any other questions? I'll stop preaching and stuff. Hallelujah. All that. Questions? Yes, sir.
When you practice, like what kind of things do you practice?
That's a good question. When I practice, this is what I practice. Hand technique. Striking the drum in the right position to get the right sounds out of the drum. And an exercise of the vibes. Real simple. 3 basic tones that come out of the drum. I'm going to give it to you real quick. 3 basic tones that come out of the drum. Bass tone and slap. Low, middle, and high. To achieve these sounds, you use your whole hand in the middle of the drum. Strike the drum like a ball bouncing on the floor so your hand comes off the drum. Whole hand in the middle. Now, using the back side of my knuckles, here's the front side of my knuckles. The back side of my knuckles, this old formation, you know this one? Well, some of you look at it as something else too, huh? I didn't get it like that. This is my meditation position, okay? But the back side of your knuckles go right inside this imaginary line right here. You lay your hand down inside it like that. And that's when you make tones. And you bring your thumbs up so they don't bang down the side here. Your fingers, your wrist is straight. You understand? Now, I give it to you like, first one, the bass is called swimming. It's called swimming. You know? Okay, wait, no, wait. The second one I call salute, because you have this in your hand. It's the same position on the drum for your tone. Now, the next tone, you can't hear me if you're playing. The next tone is slap, pop, pop. The sounds of the drum are boom, doom, go, do, pop, pop. That's the sound the drums make me play. The way you get pop, pop, you say, I hear you. What happens? There's a break in the wrist here. You see that? You want to play that like that. Same part from the backside of your knuckles on up to your fingers. Okay? Now wait. Before you guys start doing this. Because then it becomes like that. Okay? It's an exercise of the bodies. I usually don't get this out of the drum circle. You know what I mean? Drum circle is just playing. Now it's turned into a class. But it's real simple. 8 strokes in the middle. 8 strokes on the toe. 8 strokes on the slap. And 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, 1. 5, 6, 5, 6, ready to begin. thing that makes a musician is not what you can play. It's what you hear and are able to transfer to play. Knowing when to play hard, when to play soft, when to play fast, when to play slow. My experience in this music industry, percussionists are the last hired and the first fired. So think about this. Take away from here something that can help you in your endeavors. Whether you're going to become a percussionist or you're going to become the President of the United States of America. Whether you be a doctor, lawyer, take from here something that's worth of value. We talked about many things: expression, life, love, heart, common, unity, cultural, same, differences. There are a lot of things that have been shared in here today. Some of this is going to go wish and wash. A lot of wishing and washing, let some suds bubble up inside. Huh? Hopefully I'll see you again. Yeah?